So now I'm going to go over your second warm-up. So basically, it's your ionic naming going back and forth between formula and name. Okay, so just to recap, okay, when you are on the formula side, you want to make sure that whether you have two versus three elements. Remember, three tells you there's a polyatomic, right? Okay, so I'm going to do a quick count on this side. So I have 1, 2, 3 here, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. For everyone that has 2, I just write the name of the metal, and I need an IDE ending at the end. So this is calcium oxide, IDE ending. Here's another one, sodium phosphide, IDE ending. And here's another one, aluminum fluoride, IDE ending. Okay, for all the ones that have 3, that means that there is a polyatomic that we need to consider. Okay, so starting here, this has the parentheses, so that NH4 is ammonium. So I'm going to write ammonium, and it still needs to end in IDE because a polyatomic keeps its name. Right here, this is strontium. That CO3 is over here. That is carbonate. Over here, Ba is barium. That CrO4 is right here. That's chromate. Here, Rb is rubidium. SO3, if we look over here, is right there, which is sulfite, not sulfate, so be really careful. Sulfite. Perfect. Now, the other side is where we have to consider the charges and then cancel out the charges. So, for example here, remember this Roman numeral means it's positive, and then that's a 4. Bromide, that IDE ending tells me that it's an element. So if we look here, bromine, right, has 7 valence electrons, so this is a -1. So really quick, I'm going to just write all of this down, -2, -3. There's nothing here. This is a +3, +2, +1. All right, so bromine's going to have a -1 charge. So now I'm going to do the math. How do I cancel out a +4 and a -1? Well, that means for every 1 tin, I need 4 bromines. All right, ammonium is a polyatomic. It's +1. Nitride is an element. So if I look back here, nitrogen is -3. -3. So how do I cancel out the charges? I need 3 ammoniums for every 1 nitrogen. All right, copper with that Roman numeral is positive. That's a 1. Sulfate, look at this ending here, tells me that it is a polyatomic. My polyatomic sulfate is right here, SO4 with a -2. So it's -2. How am I going to cancel out the charges? I'm going to need 2 coppers for every 1 sulfate. Okay, so I'm going to go a little quicker now. Barium is a +2. Sulfide is an element, it's a negative 2, so it's BAS. Lead is positive 3 here. Fluoride element, negative 1, so PbF3. Gallium is a positive 3. Chloride is a negative 1. So for every 1 gallium, I need 3 chlorines. Magnesium is a positive 2. That is a polyatomic. So I'm going to quickly look right here. This sulfite, it's a negative 2. So I just need 1 of each, and then it will cancel out. So check your answers and see if you are ready for this quiz. If you have any questions, make sure to ask.